have you actually found success on Amazon? Could people lose money joining your course and starting an Amazon FBA business? Have you ever launched a product that failed?
Some of the products that we recently launched are probably going to break even.
Today, I am interviewing Travis Marziani. He says he's a 7-figure Amazon seller and has been selling online for over 10 years. But today, we are going to find out if he is legit or just another scammer. And I will be asking all the hard questions. And I have a new podcast where I interview real Amazon sellers and I'll share all their info. There's a link actually down in the description for the podcast. Make sure to check it out. Travis, can you introduce yourself before we get into all the hard questions?
Yeah, so my name's Travis Marziani. I quit my corporate job about 11 years ago to become a full-time e-commerce entrepreneur. Struggled for a number of years, tried a bunch of different ways of selling online until I found Amazon and creating a passion product. And once I created my first passion product, I started having success. I was making 6 figures. Within like the first 2 months, I was making 6 figures a year. So now I have a YouTube channel, and on the YouTube channel, I teach people how to create Amazon businesses and make money online. And on the YouTube channel, a lot of times people leave hate comments. I've seen posts online and videos online saying I'm a scammer, and I wanted to answer every single question, like including the really hard questions that I've gotten. And so Cam is actually a coach in my Amazon FBA program. And I told him, like, ask me all the hardest questions. Ask me the questions that like people are scared to ask, or all the people online are saying about me. Like, let's get into the details because I want to be honest. Like, that's a big thing for me on this channel, is to always be 100% honest.
The first question I want to ask you, you've been teaching a lot of people on YouTube and in your course how to sell on Amazon. Have you actually found success on Amazon?
Yeah, so that's a question I get all the time. I have. I mean, look, I'm not the most successful Amazon seller out there. I know a lot of people that make a lot more money than me on Amazon. So I'm very transparent with all my numbers on YouTube. Every success, every failure I've had, I put on the YouTube channel. So I've probably done around $10 million in total online sales. I don't remember what the exact number is on Amazon, maybe like 4 or 5 million on Amazon themselves. I've done a lot of different things. And Performance Nut Butter was my first passion product business on Amazon. That did like 1.4 million. And then I sold that business for a deal that at the time I thought was worth $1 million. I can talk about that later. Turns out it was not worth $1 million. That was a mistake. I have the dance clothing business, which I started when I first quit my corporate job. That business has probably done 1 or 2 million on Amazon and like 2 or 3 million on our own website. That business still runs. I started that business with my mom, and I just basically gave it to her because she was running a lot of the day-to-day operations, and I started having success with my other businesses. So I'm like, you know what, Mom? You can have this. But recently, in the last year, probably launched like 4 or 5 new Amazon brands. One of them being Carnivore Electrolytes. I think you got it back over there. Carnivore Electrolytes is crazy. It's doing like $28,000, almost $30,000 in revenue a month. It's very profitable. It's like maybe $12,000 to $14,000 profit per month. And honestly, I launched Carnivore Electrolytes just to show people how to do it. And I think that's really a testament to the passion product formula, the method that I teach both in my program and I teach here on this channel. It's like, if you do Amazon right, the potential is so high. Now, we've launched a couple other brands, and honestly, we haven't put a lot of effort into launching these brands, and some of them have done well and some of them haven't done as well. And it's just a matter of making sure you select the right product. So to answer your question, yeah, I'm still selling on Amazon, but that's something in 2025 that I'm actually hiring people. And so if you want a job out there, if you want to get paid to come learn how to do this, I'm trying to hire more people because I only have so much time in a week, and I enjoy creating YouTube videos and teaching students how to do it more than I actually enjoy running my Amazon businesses. So if I could launch 4 or 5 more of those Carnivore Electrolyte businesses, it's 7 figures a month.
We know you've had a lot of success. You've earned so much money. You've been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
What about someone new who's just watching this?
Yeah, this is one of the most common questions I get. Is it too late? And here's the funny thing. I was talking to people that are like, oh, Amazon FBA is dead. It's too late to make money with Amazon. And then same thing, 2015, 2016, 2017. My answer to that question is, it's not too late. I know it's not too late because we just launched Carnivore Electrolytes, barely even tried, and it's doing 6 figures. I think if you look at the numbers, yeah, there are more Amazon sellers every single day joining. It's more competition, but there's also more people buying from Amazon. I think the number is around 170 million Prime customers are in the United States alone. So 70 million Americans have a Prime membership. That's insane. Every year there's like 10 million more Amazon customers joining Prime. So is it too late? No. because e-commerce, people buying things online, is growing like crazy. And then on top of that, Amazon's the biggest marketplace. Like when I go to buy something online, 99% of the time, I'm going to buy it from Amazon. I don't want to go to some random website. Can you still make money by creating your own e-commerce or Shopify website? Yeah, but where are you buying your stuff? Like, I mean, I don't know about you. Where do you buy most of your stuff? Is it Amazon, or do you go to like Shopify sites? How do you do it?
Mostly Amazon.
That's most people that I know. And I talk about this in a ton of my videos. There's old ways to sell on Amazon that just don't work anymore, specifically like wholesale or like gimmicky private label. Private label can still work if you do what I call the niche branding method. It's something I've been exploring a lot. Like carnivore electrolytes is an example of both a passion product and this idea of niche branding. I'll talk about that in future videos. But yeah, if you do it right, I 100% wholeheartedly believe Amazon is still a great way to make passive income.
Yeah, that takes me to the next question, which is I was a victim of purchasing a course that didn't really pay off. The method that I learned was very outdated. Now, you've had a lot of success on Amazon.
Yeah.
How does your course guarantee or show a high percentage of success for someone who's coming in new?
So that's something I'm always afraid of, is like, I have no desire to scam people. Like I have no desire to take someone's money and rip them off. And, you know, to be transparent, there's going to always be a certain percentage of people that join my program and are like, this was a waste of money. If you join like a fitness program, you kind of know how to lose weight. Like if you want to lose weight, you eat less, you work out more, but a lot of people just don't do it. So my program, the Passion Product Formula, is completely legit. It'll teach you exactly how to start an online business as long as you do the work. I mean, we do have, you know, higher level programs that are a little bit more expensive where we'll do hand holding or we'll even create businesses for you. This is something we've just started. But the Passion Product Formula, which is like $9.97 right now, discounted price, all the material in there is super legit. Like it's stuff that took me 10 years to learn. I mean, imagine I took 10 years of my like hard-earned e-commerce knowledge, condensed it down into one like step-by-step program. Like I tried tons of different things and then I realized, oh, this is the path to success. So I condensed it down. So yeah, does it work? 100%. And it hurts me. Like I definitely have seen posts online where people are like, I bought it, it's a scam, he just stole my money. And I look at my email exchange with this person and they never even opened the program, or they didn't follow my instructions. Like I really do want to see people succeed, and it hurts me when they don't. And I do my best to make it right in any situation. We have a 14-day unconditional money-back guarantee, meaning anyone that joins the program, if for any reason they change their mind in 14 days, boom, they get their money back. After that, we have a double your money back guarantee, meaning when someone joins the program, if they don't make at least $1,000 in their first year, I will personally refund them 100% the price of the program and give them $1,000 out of my own pocket. It's hard to be a scam when you have those kind of guarantees, because if I was scamming people, I'd say, once you buy it, no refunds. It's like, no. I give you 14 days to try it out. If after 14 days you've agreed and you've committed to yourself and you've committed to me that you're gonna do this, I wanna see you do it. I see so many people, they join a program and then they're like, nah, never mind. And that's why I give the 14-day window where I'm saying, hey, if you go through and you do this and you don't have success, that's on me and I'll pay you for that. I've never had to give out. That's like everyone that's gone through and followed through the program has had some level of success. Some people have had major success, like Brent, you know, he is SearPro over there. SearPro, he's doing like $1 million in sales a year. AJ, like I said, 500K in his first year. But then there's other people that are just making like $1,000 profit per month, which still pretty cool. What would you do with an extra $12,000? Like maybe you go on a really cool vacation. Maybe you pay off some of your debt if you've got debt.
I see a success board over here of people who have launched successfully on Amazon. Most of them are your students from your course. What is the success rate? I think some people want to know, what is the success percentage of students in your course?
So what I always tell people is 100% of the people that actually do the work will have success. Again, using that analogy I had earlier of what's the success rate of diet and exercise? It's like, it's pretty close to 100%. Now, what percentage of people actually diet and exercise properly or actually do the work that's needed is not as high. What really matters to me is what percentage of people that join the course and do the work have success. And so far it's been 100%. Again, some people have had a ton of success and other people have only had a little bit. You know, I want to be careful what I'm saying here. I'm not saying every single person ever is going to have success, even with terrible product ideas. Like in the Passion Product Formula, in this program, we do have like calculators that you can use to figure out how much you're gonna make. We have a bunch of tools, and some people ignore them, and they still end up having some success, but I would not ignore those tools with diet and exercise. 100% of the people that do the diet and exercise, lose weight, minus I'm sure there's some people with some, genetic, some kind of disease or something like that, but you get the idea.
So you make a ton of videos on YouTube. Why would anyone buy your course? Why don't they just learn everything off of YouTube? What is so unique about purchasing a course versus just learning everything on YouTube?
Yeah, and I want to be clear. You can learn pretty close to everything you need to know to launch an Amazon business and have success on YouTube for free. Now, it's gonna take you a long time because the problem is when I first quit my corporate job, I sorted through hundreds of hours of YouTube videos. I listened to every podcast, I did all that stuff, and I learned for free, but I spent hundreds of hours doing it. So yeah, you can do that. And I'm sure we'll link it down below. I have free courses that'll show you how to have success on Amazon. Now, in the Amazon FBA program, I put a lot of information that I don't put on YouTube for free. For instance, we talk about branding. I share some different product research methods that I don't share on YouTube. And the reason is a lot of the really good stuff I keep for the program because I don't want to show all my secrets. One of my videos, I have videos that have millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views on my free courses. So if I show the same product research methods that I'm using to hundreds of thousands of people, but I think I've had 2,000 or 3,000 people join the program, I don't mind sharing everything with those people because they paid for it. They've earned it. That's when I first launched my passion product. It was only 2 months after launching Performance Nut Butter, my first passion product, that I was making $30K in revenue a month, around $10,000 profit. But it took me 5 years in order to figure out the formula. I've already figured out the formula. Don't waste your time. If I could go back in time and slap myself in the face and say one thing, I'd be like, you don't need to figure this out on your own. In fact, my number one piece of advice, no matter what you're learning in life, is find someone that's already done it. I just took a dance lesson yesterday from a girl that knows how to dance. I can figure out how to do salsa dancing on my own, but how much easier is it to have a coach there with me doing it? That's what the program is. In addition to that, the Passion Product Formula, my Amazon FBA program, link in the description, also comes with one-on-one sessions with either myself or Cam or one of the other team members. It comes with weekly Q&A calls. Right now, Cam's been running the Q&A calls. It comes with a group of other, so you can get connected with all the other Amazon sellers. We have a Facebook group right now, though we're looking at ways on improving that community. Basically, when you join a program like this, it's not just about the content. I share a lot of things that I've never seen on YouTube that I've had to figure out on my own. We also have a lot of spreadsheets and calculators and checklists. Just all kinds of tools. I have a discount code for Helium 10. I'm sure we'll link in the description as well. But in the course, I'm not really supposed to say this, but we have a bigger discount that is only available to course members. Basically, it's for a pretty inexpensive price, $9.97, at least for now. Who knows, that price might go up. You get access to so much material, literally 10 years of my experience condensed down. So yeah, there's a lot of mistakes that people make when they're figuring it out on their own that cost them thousands of dollars. So it's I've seen so many students come to me after they launch an Amazon business and they're like, oh, I lost $3,000 with my Amazon business. And I'm like, why didn't you join my program, or why didn't you come to me first? Because I could have told you to avoid that mistake, which would have saved you $3,000. So a lot of people are trying to save money by not joining a program. They're trying to save money up front, but then they don't realize that they're actually losing money. On top of that, another thing that I always tell people is the sooner you launch your Amazon business, the sooner you're going to start making a profit. So for me, I made around $100,000, I think it was $120,000 in profit in my first year after launching a passion product. If I would have launched that passion product a year earlier, I would have made an extra $120,000 in profit. Said another way, I lost $120,000 because I did not learn how to do that sooner. And so if you have a business that you think is going to make you $100,000 and you're spending hundreds of hours trying to figure out how to do it on your own, you're wasting months, if not years of your time, which is profit. So yeah, it's a long-winded answer, but it's very clear to me. Don't try to just piecemeal and figure this out on your own. Find someone that's already done it. Pay them a little bit of money for their condensed down knowledge, and it's gonna get you to your goal faster with less errors, more accurate, everything you want, really.
Could people lose money joining your course and starting an Amazon FBA business?
Everyone would tell me 4 out of 5 businesses fail. And it turns out 4 out of 5 businesses fail within the first 5 years. Meaning that a business could have a ton of success, but then after 4 years decides to close their doors. But let's just assume 4 out of 5 businesses fail. My answer when people would tell that to me is, cool, I'll start 5 businesses. Statistically, one of them will succeed. Obviously, it's a little bit of a joke, but the idea is if you start a business and it fails, okay, learn from your mistakes and start a second business. And every time you're increasing in knowledge and you're getting better and better and better. And my first business, the dance clothing business, it didn't fail. I made some money with it. I think I was making $30,000 profit. I went from making $80,000 a year at my corporate job down to making $30,000 to $40,000 with my business. So what I did is I learned from the mistake of that business. It wasn't a failure, but I didn't make as much money as I wanted to. And I created Performance Nut Butter, my first passion product business. And so that's the thing, like so many people are afraid of losing money. Our brains are wired to avoid risk, because back in the day, if you took a risk and you died, that's it, game over. And so that same hardwiring in our brain is used for businesses. And we have this idea of, if my business loses money, I'm gonna die. And it's not true, right? So we overweight that idea of losing money in the early days. It's like, what if I were to lose $1,000 and that meant a lot to me back then. Like, I have empathy. Like, when I first started, a few $1,000s was a big deal. But in the big picture, like now I'm making $1 million a year. I wish I would have lost $5,000 if that would have meant I would have got started 6 months earlier, or $10,000, whatever.
How much does it cost to build a new business on Amazon?
Yeah, it really ranges depending on what kind of product that you're looking to sell. Performance Nut Butter actually was expensive. It was going to cost $25,000, which is rare. Most businesses don't cost that much, but I really wanted to start this food company. It was a nut butter, and it was very complicated to put the nut butter into the pouches. But I raised $15,000 on Kickstarter, and that's something you can do, is you can do a crowd fund. And so it only ended up costing me $10,000, which still I cashed out my 401k, did all that kind of stuff. AJ, who we talked about with cocktail cards, I talk about this all the time on the channel. He was able to start his Amazon business for $0 out of his own pocket because he raised over $100,000 with Indiegogo. Crowdfunding basically means that you pre-sell a product before you actually spend money on manufacturing it. That's an option. So if you don't have any money and you want to start an Amazon business, you don't need any money. You can do crowdfunding. Now, you're going to have to put work into it. Like, it's not like you just post a picture of some stupid item that you want to sell and you're going to get $100,000. No, you're going to have to do some marketing. That's all stuff that I teach in the Passion Product Formula. I teach all the methods that I use to make 15K, AJ used to make his 100K. I've had a lot of other students make, $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 from crowdfunding. So you don't need any money to get started, but I've had other students like Mina who started his business with $1,500. We actually just recently launched a product, the Golden Retriever Dog Brush, just for fun, $750 to start that. We did 500 units at $1.50 a piece, $750 to start that Amazon business. So I'd say $1,000 to $10,000 is what it's going to cost you depending on how complicated your product is. Again, Mina started an electrolyte company for $1,500 and is now, I think, doing 100K revenue months, 40K profit, something like that.
So most people share, especially on YouTube, most people share their success stories. Have you ever launched a product that failed?
Fail is relative. I've never launched a product that's lost me money. Right now, I'll be honest, I think like the dog brush, I don't think it's a great product. That was more of a product that was just for fun. We wanted to see how small of an amount of money we can, that probably will end up breaking even is my guess. I don't think I've had too many failures. Like I'm very calculated. I really think through before I launch a product. And that's actually another thing that I teach in the Passion Product Formula is how to test your idea before you spend money on it, before you spend energy on it. And a big example of this is before you even start working on your product, you could create an Instagram page for your product and see if you get likes and follows. If no one's liking your images, no one's following it, maybe that means no one's interested. Another thing is you can see how many people per month are searching for different phrases on Amazon. And with carnivore electrolytes, we saw, I think it was like 2,000 people per month were searching for electrolytes for carnivore diet. And then another 2,000 for like carnivore electrolytes and carnivore diet electrolytes, all these different things. We saw thousands and thousands of people were searching exactly for that product. But on Amazon, no one was selling an electrolyte product for the carnivore diet. So we made it. And of course it's going to have success because there's so much search volume. So I have not launched a product that's been a failure that I can think of. But if I think of one throughout this interview, I'll let you know. Some of the products that we recently launched are probably going to break even, is my guess. And I'm okay with that.
Now, we know you made a lot of money selling on Amazon, but people want to know, do you make more money from YouTube than you do with Amazon?
Probably. I do at this point, and that's not something, I feel bad almost admitting that, but at this point, yeah. And the reason is I think I'm better as a coach than I am actually as a player. Like you look at someone like Michael Jordan, best player of all time, right? Like he played the game so freaking well. He's not a great coach. Like if he tries to teach other people how to do it, he's actually not that great. But then you look at Phil Jackson, and Phil Jackson, he coached Michael Jordan, he coached Kobe Bryant. I think he has a book called 11 Rings. He's won as a coach 11 championships. Actually, no, 10 championships as a coach and only 1 championship as a player. And he was a mediocre basketball player. He was on a team that won the NBA championship, but he's not a great basketball player, but he's a freaking phenomenal coach. Truth is, for me, I get bored. My goal when I quit my corporate job was to make 6 figures passive income. I did that with Performance Nut Butter. I did that again with Carnivore Electrolytes. When I partnered with AJ, we did that again. I've done it so many times. And once I hit that 6-figure mark, it's not that fun for me to go from 6 figures to 7 figures. Like, I don't care about that. What's most important to me is having fun with, like, a lot of people don't realize this. And I think when you don't make a lot of money, you think that money's everything. But then when you start making money, you realize like, oh, it's good. It's great to have money, but that there's more to life than just the money. So I get a lot of people that say like, well, if Amazon FBA was so successful, like, why don't you just keep launching Amazon businesses? And the answer is because that's boring to me. And my goal for everybody watching this video, everybody in the world, is to create a passive income business that's making them $100,000 per year. And imagine if you knew for sure every year you're gonna make $100,000, with that amount of freedom, like, what would you do? You'd probably do something that really excites you. And for me, the thing that really excites me is coaching other people. It's teaching people how to get financial freedom. And so I love making YouTube content. I love coaching. I would do this for free. I don't want to do it for free, but like, if I enjoy doing this thing, so yeah, I do make more money doing it and I am better at it. Like I said, I think I get kind of bored running the day-to-day operations of a Amazon business. I don't get bored of making new videos. So yeah, I do make more money, the YouTube channel and the Passion Product Formula, than I do for my Amazon business. And I'm hoping to change that. So that's actually a big thing. Again, I'm hoping in 2025 to hire more people, teach them how to run the business, teach them how to start Amazon businesses, and launching more of my own Amazon business. But now, since I know that this method works, I'm just gonna hire people for a full-time salary and have them launch and run new businesses for me, because I would rather spend my time either making YouTube content or coaching, or honestly, like, I'm also at a point now in my life where I enjoy my life. Like, I work probably 4 hours a day, and then the rest of the day I go do dance lessons. I go, last year I learned how to surf. I've been playing pickleball. And again, this idea of once you make a certain amount of money, it's like, it's time to enjoy life. I don't need to be the person that's now I'm making $1 million a year. I need to make $10 million a year. I don't ever want to be that person. So
what are some of the biggest mistakes that you can share with people today?
So the biggest one, and I put this at the end of so many of my videos, is so many people wait. They get stuck in analysis paralysis. That's the biggest mistake. Hands down, if I could fix one thing in people, it would be getting them out of analysis paralysis and getting them to take action. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the thing that holds people back. And it's scary. I had a security guard that worked here who I was trying to teach how to start an Amazon business. And every time I would ask him like, hey, like, is there any progress? And he's like, no, man, like, I'm just afraid to start. I'm just like, fear, I could actively see that fear was holding him back. So like, that's the number one thing. You have to learn how to, it's hard. Like it took me years. Like now I have a lot less fear with starting new businesses. I was just talking to Connor, which is one of the people that work on the team. He was like, hey, like, should we launch this product? I'm like, sure. Like, I'm at the point now where I'll throw around a few $1,000s here and there in order to launch businesses. So yeah, that is the number one mistake. People get stuck in analysis paralysis, they're waiting. Number two mistake, another thing I've been saying throughout this video, so many people are cheap. Look, that was me. So I have a lot of love for all my cheap people out there. So many people don't want to pay money for knowledge. They want to like, oh, I'm going to get everything for free. And cool, maybe you can. But that's now, and this is me. Like I told you, I hired a dance instructor. I did a dance lesson yesterday. I hired a personal trainer. Like I can work out on my own, but I want to become better. And so in order to do that, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. I hire coaches for every aspect of my life. That's something I didn't do before because I was frugal. I guess that's a nice way of saying it. I was very frugal. But at this point in my life, it's like I will pay money in order to get results faster. You know, I have videos, maybe we can link a video down below where I go over all like the technical mistakes of like, the truth is the biggest mistakes that people make aren't technical issues. They're more mindset issues. They're afraid to take the leap. They're afraid to spend the money to hire someone. They're like, those are the things that really hold people back. Like those are the meta things.
Now, is it true passion product is the only way to get success if you want to get a passive income?
No, yeah, I mean, there's lots of different methods. Like, look, Amazon FBA is not the only way to make passive income. Selling a passion product on Amazon isn't the only way to have success. I do think it's the best. I do think Amazon FBA and passion product is the best, quickest, fastest way to create a legitimate passive income business. Wholesale can still work. I've seen people do it. Retail arbitrage works. I talk about this in the videos all the time though. Retail arbitrage is not passive because you're constantly having to hunt for deals. Private label, to me, private label is a spectrum. On the very far end is just taking a junk product from Alibaba, slapping your brand on it and thinking that that's going to be successful. That doesn't work anymore. On the other end of the extreme, which I don't even call private label, I call it creating a passion product, is creating your own unique product, like AJ did with cocktail cards. Cocktail cards isn't a complex product. It's just cardboard with things printed on it. We created the designs with a designer, made something very special, and it's something that did not exist on Amazon. So yeah, creating a passion product is great. I mean, carnivore electrolytes is somewhat of a new product. I mean, there's other electrolyte products out there, but this was targeted and branded towards the carnivore diet. And we changed up the formula to be optimal for the carnivore diet, but it's not that complicated to do. Yeah, there's lots of ways to make money. This is the best. I really want to start testing out every way to make money online to see, is Amazon FBA still the best? And so far the answer is yes, but if that ever changes, I'll be talking about that new thing on this channel, because to me, my goal is to help you, the viewer, to make 6 figures passive income. And whatever the best way to do that is, or even more specifically, my goal is to help you to get financial freedom. Whatever the best way to do that is, I'm going to talk about here on this YouTube channel. Right now, my experience, Amazon FBA is the way to go. But if that changes, I will let you know.
Now, I noticed that you only open your course like once a month. Is that true? And why do you do that?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes even less than once a month. There's a few reasons why we do that, and link to that down below in the description. You can sign up for the email to be notified when it's open. There's a few reasons why we do it. We try to keep it limited to a certain number of spots, and then also it's better to do it as like cohorts. So, you know, let's say 20 or 50 people join in a month. We make sure that they all are kind of going at the same pace. So I open it up for a week so that people know this is the time to start, and I get them into the program and then get them progressing. But we try to limit the number of spots so that we're not flooding the Q&A calls, because if we have 300 people in the Q&A call, it's not fair. So we try to keep it as a small enough amount that everyone can get their questions answered.
Any last thoughts that you would like to share with us?
Please like the video, because by liking this, it's going to share it with a lot of people. 2, keep watching this YouTube channel. I'm going to be releasing a ton of amazing content, sharing everything. I share all the insights that I learn along the way. And then 3, like I said 100 times throughout this video, click on the link down below, join the waitlist, get into the program. Like, I really put my heart and soul into this program. And this is actually something we've been talking about, is trying to make it even better in 2025. I'm hired Cam partially to help me to revamp the entire program and add more and more content. So get on the waitlist to that. Like I said, my heart and soul is in this, and I believe in it so much that I have that double your money back guarantee. So click on the link down below to sign up for the waitlist, and I hope to see you in the program. And also have that free 10-hour Amazon FBA course that you can get by clicking right here. So anyways, hope to see you guys in that video or in the program. Thanks for watching.